Hi. Gonna try and do this rundown on this character that I made. I made another archeotype ranger. It's the Darkhunter. So it's Ranger 12, Rogue 5, Monk 3 this time. And see, I don't even know what I'm doing here. If they're like, you know, I apologize here. I wasn't really thinking about making anything, making a video. I just did this just because I'm doing the Darkhunter Ranger. I only have one of their lives done so far, and I'm still contemplating on what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do next. I gotta try and get these things down. Um, so this, I'm just mostly relying on the rogue here. Even though it's a 5-3 mix on this build, because I don't like to play ranged characters, projectile shooters. No, that's all up to you. I fluffed through it. Um, Even though the half orc is based on strength and power attack and two-handed weapons, right? It's a great axe, a maul, a quarterstaff, and a falchion, and a great sword. I don't even care. I went straight up into the assassin on this, even though Darkhunter eventually does get a death attack here. A stealth melee assassinate attack up in the 5th tier. Hmm? Says if as long as it's a favored enemy, vermin, elves, aberrations, animals, humanoids, and monstrous humanoids, then you attempt to snuff out its life. You attempt to assassinate it. Okay, so one of the things I don't like is you're basically just turning that, you're just giving that ability from the original assassin to another uh, class, and I just, yeah, it's just not my thing. Get more sneak attack dice up here, coming up in the middle of this tree. You get critical multiplier, threat range, or critical damage multiplier. You get to pick. Dark sight. 25% confidence bonus to maximum hit points. True seeing. Underdark sight. You can see in the dark, like in the Underdark. And then, yeah, I don't know, camouflage and whatever it's thrown to. This is just, all right. It won't matter if I do get the dog out because I'm a mix. It's only going to be like level 12. So I don't even bother with it. Not at these higher levels, you're not going to get it. But that's the thing. It's like, see, I don't even know if this will work with, yeah, it's just, God, what are you going to do with that? It's still versatile, though. Like, if you wanted to mix the Darkhunter with the Wizard again, like some of my other builds, later on, I don't even know if you can do that then. It'd be like 12 Wizard, 8 Darkhunter, maybe in the Harper tree, you do intelligence damage, and then you have to find a way to get damage dice and to hit out of one stat, which you could do for intel, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a different take. I'm just never such a big fan of this, and I hate to say those things about DDOs because it's all right here. It's all right here in an older class, um, and it's not typical. All right, just whatever. You can play DDO however you want. I'm not gonna beg on anything. I just want to get through this to get the past lives done and say I did it. You get sneak attack bonus for past lives on this passively as a Dark Hunter, and I made this dex to damage with 2 different types of weapons on this. By taking the 3 levels of monk, I can do it with short swords, uh, and by taking assassin, I can do it with kukris, midnight greetings. Midnight greetings will not allow me to will not break me being centered as a monk. Okay, so that's almost exclusively what I use. If I break out, I can go to short swords, but I did not epically create a set of short swords that do pierce damage. Both are to hit with dex, and both are to hit with or to do damage with dexterity on this build. However, both weapons, one is a slashing weapon and one is a pierce weapon. So if I was gonna stay up here for the next, I don't know, 4 months, I would start to craft the weapons on the other side that don't break my centering, short swords. Craft epic weapons that are short swords specifically for this build. Okay, so if I switch over to another kukri, I'll get the warning, other than midnight greetings, that I'm breaking my center. Um, and look, I didn't even take this all the way up. Now, it's not typical that I would make a build that would rely on the lesser levels. I'm on the 5 side as my main tier 5 enhancement. Like, I like it better when that's uh, your your highest amount of levels per class uh, tier side, but I just couldn't stand anything about this. Personally, that doesn't mean that you can't go make one, but I would make, in that scenario, I would go 12, or your tier 5 would be the Dark Hunter, and then maybe just fill in with this. I mean, you still get a tier 4 execute over here, which is like, it doesn't break your sneak, and you eventually, it's so wound out on damage that it's awesome. Like, there's a lot of ways to go again. So the point breakdown is 43 over here in Assassin, 7 in the Ninja Spy. Just more sneak attack dice here. You can see all sneak attack dice up this way too. And then some in Falconry, because they're giving you free quality bonus to your maximum hit points here. I only spent 12 points here, and I got more Assassinate DC. I didn't take their haste boost, because I took the sprint boost from the Dark Hunter over here for fun, and their boost to Assassinate DCs. Right? So you get like extra 6 to Assassinate DCs between these 2 trees. One's Falconry and one's a Dark Hunter. Right? You don't get that with the Assassin. They don't offer that up with a straight Assassin, so that, whatever. I mean, we're splitting hairs though, aren't we? I did everything I could to maximize that Assassinate ability and throw caution to the wind and don't even care about anything that this class does over here. Get more imbue dice. Primal energy when you have your Dark Wolf. And you gain one imbue dice when you have your Dark Wolf out. Again, I can't pull it out on a mixed build. It's just like pulling a level 16 hireling, even though it's still boosted with Druid past lives. It just can't hang with the high-end mobs at high difficulty. So yeah, this is. I think starting stats were maximum dexterity on a half-orc, 18. No, I don't even know. All my points went into dex. This dex to damage, dex to hit. So, you know, half-orc, strength, base 10. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I did there. Constitution was only at a 17 starting. Some base 12 intel. That's just because I gotta try to do traps too. What's this? Base 12 wisdom. Don't know why. I don't know why I did that, just for a better will save of 50. Notoriously bad will saves on rogues. Reflex is doing okay. Okay. So, again, what I do like, you know, not to sound so negative about projectile shooters, is in the Epic Destinies, you got your pick of almost anything you want to do here. Grandmaster Flowers, Legendary Dreadnought, or Shadow Dancer. I took Shadow Dancer. I'm not, you know, yeah, this is the points breakdown. 49 in the ED. The main one, Shadow Dancer. 24 in Legendary Dreadnought. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. This, you know, some of the things that you can splash in there from Grandmaster of the Flowers are kind of cool. This extra helpless damage. So speaking of, we'll open up the plus side. Yeah, I don't even know. Sneak attack damage bonus and sneak attack to hit bonus are both at 23. Sneak attack dice is 26d6 on this. Ooh. Assassinate bonus, yeah, that doesn't matter. My DC's coming in at 30 without Isle of Dread gear. Shadow Strike's at 96. Assassinate's at 91 with ship buffs. I am sneaking right now, so that's probably as high as I'm gonna go right now, unless I get barb buffs or. My imbue dice is only coming in at a 5, which is for the poison something here. I don't even know if this counts. Yeah, see, it's weird. Venom Blades still says imbue toggle, 1d8 poison damage with weapon attack scaling with 200% of the higher of melee or ranged power. Okay, so whatever that means, more wonky shit. Don't even care. I'd rather do the damage and know what it is than to have to guess what elemental thing I'm supposed to do and have it as a secondary thing at this point in my DDO career. Sounds good on paper. Don't know. Now, interestingly enough, if I do open up that enhancements tree, down here is a one bleed the week, which 1d10 bleeding damage against enemies or whatever. As the mob gets weaker, uh, it's one that just scales as a bleeding damage, like how one of the old strikes from the assassin was. Um, I don't even know, you know. Thanks for nothing. Give me more melee power. Um, if it scales, you know. And this is a toggle now for either or. They will not both go on. It's either I pick Envenom Blades or I pick this one from the Darkhunter tree, which is just a bleeding damage. You won't be able to bleed iron defenders or iron golems. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing. Not gonna even go into it. Next is Greater Shadow Form. I didn't bother with it. It's too slow. It adds to your shadow. I am in Shadow Dancer Epic Destiny Mantle over here. Get more height and move silently. Whatever. Float as if I had Featherfall, but it's too slow movement-wise for what I want to do. All depends on how you want to play it. My movement speed modifier is like says 125 here. I don't know. Sneak attack speed modifier, they don't really have it on there. So, or sneak speed. But what I did do is because I took those enhancements, sprint boost, and the stuff from over in the half-orc side, execute, Heartseeker poison, and action boost power. You're getting a bonus anytime you use an action boost, like the haste, the sprint boost, and it seems as though it is scaling with my sneak speed anyway. So that's how I'm like showing hustle here for 7 more seconds. I should go look at what the thing says there in the movement speed. When I do that, maybe that'll give me the answer that I'm looking for, I think. I don't know. So it says 125 right now. And then I'll trigger. Yeah, movement speed modifier up to 150. So if I gotta get moving, and then in the... In the Epic Destiny for the rogues, is the From the Shadows, which is a speed boost. It makes you launch forward like Vault, or what is the monk move? I don't even know. So then, like I said, I didn't even re-gear anything for level 32 because I'm thinking about doing a TR again. I am using two legendary midnight greetings. One's loaded with the Endless Night and Screwed to the Outsiders. The other one's loaded with a Gem of Endless Night and Spear of the Mournlands, or Essence of the Mournlands. So yeah, and then that's it for filigrees. I don't know if it matters.
You can't put aside
anybody for the purpose of this video. I'm running the long shadow attack and damage. Treachery and Twilight's Cloak a duel, but we're on the treachery side to get those assassinate DCs up. And then I didn't quite finish out Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike's got gives you 2 assassinate DCs with only 2 filigrees in. Okay, the rest is just like bonus. Like maybe I can get 2 more sneak attack dice out of it if I go re-gear in Isle of Dread, because their artifacts will carry 4 um, slots. So I'll hover over, I'll re-equip,
Feed me.
and I will hover over it just on the artifact. It's a quarry infused core. So if I do go re-gear for Isle of Dread gear, which will take me another hour, I could gain some more assassinate DCs, probably some more points in Dex too. This is good enough though to do LH or R1 to 4 up here anyway on this character. It's got so many past slides it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. We're just splitting hairs. We're min-maxing. So on this though, wearing what, legendary 3's goggles. Set 1, set 2 is the old Ender set. 3, 4, 5 pieces. Just these gauntlets of the Storm Reaver because I like doing shock damage. Also, when I roll a 20, and a Mind and Matter set with the Tumbleweed, giving you some bonus. As far as search, it's coming in at 102.5. Disabled 94.5. Open lock 109.5. And you can see the difference there with it not being Intel based. You know, it's something I don't usually do. I don't know. I don't think I have to still worry so much about that. I'm not worried about getting something at 94.5. I'm not worried about a no fail. I haven't failed a trap the whole game. Yeah, it's kind of like give and take. And again, these augments that are in here are the only thing that are boosting those disable and open lock and search skills. They're both at 19. I didn't slot any filigrees for Trapper's Delight or anything because I don't even care. I don't even care about that. Oh, hi. I think that's gonna probably end the video. I'm sorry for being sarcastic or negative Nancy on those things, those builds. It is what it is, huh? What's melee power? What do we got here? 143, but somehow I boost somewhere. Oh, here. Yeah, 173. What, Reaper? I don't even know what else. Another thing that's really cool about this though is double strike. I mean, it's 42% double strike without any boosts. It's a little crazy. This thing also, Shadow Mastery will give you more sneak attack dice. And incorporeality, I don't even know what the hell else is going on. This Shadow Expulsion though is the best. I mean, nearby monsters, you can clear a group of mobs with this. Still. So I like those moves from that rogue or whatever, trapper tree, whatever it is, Shadow Dancer. Anyway, thank you. Thank you all anyway. Just having fun, tweaking stuff and getting these archeotypes done.